where the flowers bloom and the sunshine glows. There's normal gardens where the beauty grows. Every leaf tells a story, every seed takes flight. In the garden's heart, everything feels right. Es mamo, sing it to the sky. Whisper to the petals as the clouds drift by. Es mamo, let the green roots run.
Hello everyone, welcome to Mamo Gardens. Today we're looking at this beautiful variegated vine called the Hoya Carnosa, also known as the wax plant. Hoya Carnosa, the porcelain flower or wax plant, is a species of flowering plant in the family Apocynaceae, native to East Asia. It is a common houseplant grown for its attractive waxy foliage and a sweetly scented flower. It is grown well in pots and hanging baskets. Hoya Carnosa is a succulent. It stays green all year long and will serve as an excellent decoration for your home. Variegated Hoya Carnosa features stunning leaves splashed with cream white or pink margins. Some forms feature silver flaking or splash caused by tiny air pockets under the epidermis, which reacts and intensify under high light. You can have it as a climber or you can have it trailing down. It's low maintenance houseplant for hanging basket or vertical trellises. You can train it up a trellis or you can leave it to hang down the basket. Caring for Hoya Carnosa, it thrives in bright indirect light. More light encourages its characteristic blooms. When a Hoya Carnosa vine dies at the tip, it is usually reacting to a lack of climbing support. Improper watering or low humidity, the plant senses it is trailing downward with nothing to grip, so it sacrifices the growing tip to redirect energy elsewhere. When the tip looks green, the tip is still alive. When it looks more brown, it means that tip is dead. Yellowing leaves on a Hoya Carnosa usually point to stress from improper watering, poor drainage, or extreme light changes. Mushy yellow leaves means too much water and potential root rot, while dry yellow leaves suggest severe underwatering or sunburn. This plant here is experiencing underwatering, that is extreme dry spells, the leaves turning yellow and crispy. Low light, insufficient light starves the plant and causes variegated types to revert back to solid greens. So place it somewhere where it will receive proper, bright, indirect light. Prune your plant. Prune the dead tip. Use the clean scissors to snip off the dead, crispy portion back to the first healthy green node. This stops the dead tissue from spreading and wakes up the lower growth point. Ensure that the acting growing ends points up towards the light. When it comes to soil, use a well-draining soil mixture. Hoya Carnosa needs a chunky, extremely well-draining soil mix that mimics its natural tree climbing habits. And when it comes to watering, allow the soil to dry out completely between watering. It is a succulent or semi-succulent, so it stores water in its glossy leaves. The Hoya Carnosa uses a twining growth habit to climb. It sends out bare, flexible surge tendrils that physically revolve and grab vertical support like trees trunks or poles. This one here is brown, dried up, it's dead. Searching tendrils, young stems grow long and whip-like, actively sweeping through the air to locate a solid anchor. The vines naturally spiral in a counterclockwise direction as they wrap around structural support. In the wild, they act as epiphytes, climbing trees for sunlight rather than rooting in deep soil. The leaves often appear only after the vine has successfully anchored itself to a climbing medium. Start training young plants upward so leaves orientate themselves facing the light correctly. Use a soft plant ties or clips to guide stems without pinching or damaging tender growth points. Always wrap the flexible vine in a counterclockwise path to match their innate biological preferences. Using a paper clip is a smart, cheap way to pin a Hoya Carnosa stem to the soil. Bend a coated paper clip into a U shape, press the wire over a node against the dirt, and roots will grow from there. But please note, after the root has formed, please remove the paper clip as it will choke the vine to death. This is one of my propagation. Let's check how it's doing. There is a root coming out of the bottom, so it has rooted beautifully. This propagation was done from the previous plant we just saw, and it is so easy to propagate Hoya Carnosa. Let's just check the rooting system, how it's looking. And what I want to do is that I want to rotate this plant so that there is bushier leaves at the top of the plant, not just hanging out of the plant. The vines have rooted beautifully. Propagating a Hoya Carnosa, you can propagate it either in water or in soil. Propagating the Hoya Carnosa, use a clean sharp shears or pruners cut just below a leaf node, the bump where leaves meets the stem. Ensure the cutting has at least one node and a couple of healthy leaves. Pull off the lower leaves so no foliage sits below the water or soil line. Note that a single leaf without a piece of stem node will rarely grow a full plant. Place the node end in a glass of clean water, change or top up the water weekly. You can do the same with water. Just place your cut node into soil, cover your soil, keep the soil consistently moist, place somewhere with bright indirect light, and in a couple of weeks, roots will grow and new leaves will come out. I want to submerge most of the vine into the soil. What I'm going to do is remove the lower leaves. That will encourage fuller, bushier plant than just vines hanging out of the pot. I am noticing a scale insect. This bump here is a scale insect. I have to get rid of it right away. I'm gonna use a wipe with alcohol just to wipe all this scale off the plant. Hoya Carnosa plants are frequently targeted by sap-sucking insects like mealybugs, spider mites, scales, and aphids. These pests feed on plant juice, causing yellowing leaves, stunted growth, and sticky residue. Removing this pest is easy. Just dab individual bark with a cotton swab dipped in rubbing alcohol, or you can rinse the foliage thoroughly with a strong jet of water. Using neem oil or insecticide soap, spray all the leaf surface and stem every 7 to 10 days to break the pest cycle. Where the roots have formed, it was the same bumps, the same nodes as these ones here. So these bumps here, the roots will come out as the same as the ones that came out from the bottom right there. So what are we going to do is just roll it into the soil and cover it up. Therefore creating a strong rooting system and more leaf formation. Will become more bushier than just strings hanging out of the pot, as I have mentioned. So I'll keep just removing more leaves so that we roll as much as possible. I am not going to change the pot. I will use the same pot. I have potting mix mixed with compost. It's a beautiful loose soil mixture that doesn't let the water sit for long. So what I want to do is roll one of the vine into the plant to create more fuller plant. I will knead the nodes touching the soil as much as possible. I will go ahead and use the paper clip just to hold this vine firm into the soil. Now we have all the joints touching the soil. Let's cover it up. Once it has rooted, I will remove the clip from the plant. The plant is already looking much better. It was just strings hanging out, but now it's got leaves on top to give it a little bit of structure. It looks way better than it did previously. I will keep it somewhere with bright indirect light and water it frequently. This is the latest propagation that I did. It is beautiful. It's much fuller, much bushier, and the leaves are vibrant and full of color. As well as this one, it's got roots coming out of the bottom, So it has rooted beautiful. Hoya Carnosa, it is easy to propagate. This plant will need to be repotted very soon. Repot your Hoya Carnosa every 2 to 4 years only when it is root bound, as wax plant bloom best when slightly crowded. Move up just 1 pot size in spring and summer during the growing season. The same rule will apply when it comes to fertilizing your plant. Fertilize your plant every 2 to 4 weeks during the active spring and summer growing season using a balanced liquid fertilizer. I had a paper clip holding this plant to root. Now that it has rooted so beautifully, I'm gonna take out that paper clip. Too much synthetic fertilizer can build up harmful mineral salts or cause excessive vine growth with no flowers. Flush the soil with plain water every 3 months to clear out any residues. The clips are now removed and the structure of the plant is solid. This plant is not moving. The roots have been anchored in this pot. So when the roots have formed, remove the clips. It doesn't choke the plant, because now when the vine needs to move, the clip holds that vine in place and it end up choking the plant and killing it. Beautiful plant. Look at the white, glossy, beautiful leaves. This plant is beautiful, and it grows fuller on top than just hanging out of the pot. Whereas this other plant, it just vines hanging out of the pot, and there was no structure on top of the pot. Now that we have rolled it up, it will grow more leaves on top of the pot than just hanging out of the pot, as this one is beautiful, full bushier plant. So when this has developed, we will also do the same, take out the paper clips. Let's go ahead and water in our plants, especially this one that was just rolled up and repotted. Remember, this is a succulent or semi-succulent. Allow the water to dry out completely between watering. Let's soak our plant beautifully until the water comes out the bottom of the pot. Beautifully hydrated. Whether you're looking for a stunning statement piece of a plant with glossy thick leaves, the Hoya Carnosa is your plant. It's a living decoration on shelves, in hanging basket, or trained up a trellis. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you soon.